Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's all about the alternative, and I'm the Gadget Lady. And I've been asked the question, why the alternative, and why is this channel all about the alternative? And I thought I'd explain a little bit about that today before showing a whole lot of gadgets and everything else. And I'm sure those questions are still going to come up even after this, but at least this is a little bit of my explanation. I grew up at always having to alternatively do things for my life to accommodate the world I live in. And the reality is, I am Jewish. I grew up Jewish. My parents are Jewish. My grandparents were Jewish, and all my family was Jewish. But I grew up in a Christian society, a very Christianized society. My school and everything else. There were maybe other Jewish students, and there might have been Jewish teachers, and that. But the actual school system was a Christian-based school, and also everywhere around you. I mean, you get to Hanukkah time or December rather, and I'm celebrating Hanukkah, but everybody else has Christmas lights everywhere, and you get to Passover time, and everybody has Easter going, and they bring out the Easter chocolate and go, well, I can't have it because it's Passover, depending on the time of year that actually takes place. This year, it'll take place almost a month apart, so I can enjoy Easter and then I can enjoy Passover. But I have some alternatives that I've done to accommodate both. And of course, I've also been married to somebody who's not Jewish, and and we modify our life to accommodate that for both of us. And that's how we do it. And there's no problem there. We streamline everything and do everything. I'm not afraid of the alternative. I enjoy actually finding an alternative to make things work. And that's when, hey, I've done it all my life. Why not show what it's all about? So that's what I'm doing now about the alternative. And so I'm going to be showing some alternatives as far as being a part of religion. I'm going to show some other lifestyles, and I'm going to deep dive maybe a little bit into some other lifestyles. I don't necessarily want to do cults because everybody else is doing cults and explaining what a cult is and how good, how bad some of them actually are, and all that stuff. So I don't know if I'm going to deep dive cults, but I'm going to do lifestyles, some different things. So being Jewish, I'm obviously going to show what the Jewish lifestyle is all about. Maybe deep dive into some other religions. I've been doing some readings on some of the religions and that because I wanted to back up a couple of things of my own. I have some theories in my own life that I wanted to back up. I'm not looking to become ordained to be a rabbi or anything, or a minister or any kind of thing like that, but they were of an interest to me. And so I'm going to share a little bit of that too. So those are lifestyles. So I look for those coming up soon as well. And so there's that. Let's call them old wives' tales, but there are some some alternatives that you can have with some medical ideas, especially during the time we recently went through a pandemic that nobody wanted to go to doctors. I mentioned that in the other video there, that, doctors' offices were closed or maybe reduced hours, and that doesn't necessarily accommodate other people. And they didn't want to go to hospitals because hospitals are getting too full and things like that. So within reason, I'm going to say I'm not a medical professional, but I've researched and I've come up with other things that you can use as an alternative to a medicine thing. If it really is dire and it's something that obviously you have to go to a medical professional for, you absolutely do. But there are some things you can do at home to accommodate if you have something that has happened in your own life. Like, you just have an over-the-counter medication or herbal medication, or you can just do something that maybe acupuncture or some some actual things you can do at home. I'm going to show some of those gadgets as well, so I'm not going to get into that today. But those are things I'm going to explain as well. So those are alternatives. And I want to show off some gadgets. So those things are maybe not all alternatives. I don't want my channel to be completely being, oh, hey, it's all the alternative. And that's all I'm going to do. I thought maybe I'd show some things, maybe some things around my area, do a little bit of, when it starts being spring around here, maybe I'll do some travel through my park around here because it's a beautiful park. So I'm going to show that off. And some other areas that I go to. Maybe I'll show some things. I have a dog. I have a husky. And so I might show some things, some suggestions with her. And so I want to be able to show off some ideas. I have some crafting ideas that I'm going to show off as well. And some of those might be in a little alternative as well. So I'm going to bring it all back to the alternative on a lot of things. And I'm just going to So I've thought the alternative would be the mass of my channel, but there are going to be other things too. I've also come up with some things with prepping. So what would you do if you're going to prep? And here's another thing too. If you're going to prep for a disaster happening when something hits the fan, you're not going to have necessarily a medical professional you can go to. You may have medical reasons that you need to take care of, medical things you need to take care of. So you have to have a way to deal with that you may not have somebody that you can run to and say, well, I got this and that, give me medication. Those medications may not be available to you. You may have to use something herbal. So that'll be probably something I'm going to be explaining on when I do some prepping as well. And as you see behind me here, I've got this chair that is just sitting here. And so I have a couple of videos that this chair was sitting empty and there was nothing here. So I made up a sign that says all about the alternative, and I have my moniker, which is miracles happen every day. And it's something very dear to my heart. It was a friend that I used to work with that used to come up to me every day and say, miracles happen every day. And I never associated it to something spiritual. Well, spiritual, but not, godly. That I really never thought of it that way. I just thought of it as a nice little moniker. So I'm going to be using that as a memorial, partially to him, as well as just something very, nice to use for that. So our motive for me as well. So, but I'm going to decorate this chair with some other things as well. So in certain times of the year, you may see some other stuff that I'm going to put up here and just decorate this chair so it doesn't look all that bland, Some people have like a couch behind them and, so this is my chair of decoration anyway. So, and maybe that wall will get some decorations too. And maybe this will get some decorations as well because it just looks really white at the moment. So I'm going to be fixing all of that up. You'll probably see my dog sitting on this chair occasionally as well. And so she'll be here and I can talk about her a little as well. And so I'm looking forward to that. I apologize for the ring light is in my glasses. I've tried everything I can to get it out of my vision here, and if you got some suggestions, let me know in the comments below because I don't know what more to do with it. So you're going to see this light flashing back and forth in my glasses from the ring light. And if I take my glasses off, I guess it's going to be blurry and I won't be able to see what I'm doing. And so anyway, I've rambled on enough for today for this video. And some more videos are coming up with those alternatives, with the gadgets. And so I'm looking forward to all kinds of that. And if you've got anything you'd like me to talk about an alternative, let me know in the comments or send me a message. And please subscribe and like my channel and this video. And I will be back shortly with some more videos. Have a great day, and miracles happen every day.